Anderzen.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to channel Anderzen, and welcome to a video that should explain a lot. Alright, you guys, so quick peek at the cars before we dive into discussion here, but there's been a lot going on in the past year that I didn't tell you guys about, and I think it's time I come clean and lay it all out for you guys and explain why there's kind of been a lack of videos as of recently. And I think a quick look into our trusty old ML55 will explain what exactly is going on here. You can see we now have 2 car seats in, and that means we brought on another member to channel Anderzen to our family. We have a new baby that has just arrived. Now, I can't show you yet what's on the lift in the garage. I can show you the 190E, I guess, but I'm gonna talk this way because otherwise I'm gonna end up showing you guys on accident. That video will be coming out, and trust me, even though, like I said, there's been a lack of videos in the past year, there has still been plenty going on behind the scenes and a ton of stuff that's being worked on that will be out to you guys eventually. So yes, with that second car seat now in the ML55, it explains it pretty clearly. Our family has grown. My wife and I and my son Maze welcomed in our new daughter Daisy into the world. It's been an amazing experience, but with that, you know, it just, family is number one to me, and YouTube and all that stuff kind of took a back seat. And that's why it's kind of taken a back seat throughout this past year. During my wife's pregnancy, it was just really tough at the beginning. She had a rough go of her first trimester, and a little bit into her second trimester even. Was a lot. So I just really wanted to take the time and try to be there with her. So there was a lot of nights where normally I would have been out in the garage wrenching after my son had fallen asleep, where I just kind of wanted to be with her and make sure she was doing okay and just get to spend time together. So yeah, it just made all the car stuff and the YouTube stuff take a back seat, and it was the first time that I really got off of my schedule of trying to, at one point I was doing like 2 videos a week, and I was consistent with that for a long time. Then I did I don't know, 1 video a week, or maybe 1 or 2 videos per week, but not on the same days as always. And then eventually it kind of went to 1 video every 2 weeks, and then it turned into 1 or 2 videos every month. And it's just kind of been like that for the last 9 months or so, and that's why. So I just felt like I should explain that to you guys now that Daisy has arrived into the world and she's here with us. I don't know, I guess part of me is a little superstitious in a way. I just didn't want to talk about my wife being pregnant before we had the baby, and I figured once the time came, then I would open up to you guys and tell you guys about all that stuff and invite you into what we've been experiencing, which is amazing. It's a blessing beyond belief to be able to experience having a child again. And it's been a long time for most people have their children within a few years of each other, or this and that, but Maze will be 6 in August, and Daisy was just born not too long ago. So it's good little age distance with them, and it was kind of a long time for us as parents, just getting to experience it again. Some of it's familiar, you're totally remember it, and some of it is just new all over again in a way. And it's been an adjustment to try to figure out, okay, how do we give the time necessary and still try to maintain some time for ourselves and this and that. So just trying to help each other out. My wife and I have been rallying as much as we can and trying to work in shifts and still give time to Maze as he deserves. And that just takes the time that we have, and I don't really have too much time for cars other than customer car that's going on behind you guys that will be out videos wise, you know, in the few months to come. But that's really been my only focus, is like taking care of the family, and then in between time I'm taking care of the customer's car that's here. It's here for a manual swap, and it's something new, so I hope you guys are excited about that. It's a new chassis, new drivetrain, new everything that we haven't done before. So it's exciting, and I'm really excited to share with you guys once the time comes. But yeah, that's the big secret reveal. We had been waiting for a new baby to arrive. We grew our family, and that's the whole secret of it. Not really a secret, just we were kind of being private with it, and hope you guys understand that. And I wanted to come clean to you guys now that we're past it, and just try to get the ball rolling again with this, and being involved with you guys, and getting back on the wheel with projects and this and that. So while the customer cars are here, the rule for me is they get my attention. I don't do really any other projects on my cars until their car is done. So I have a bunch of stuff waiting for all the other cars, as always, but we're not going to get to that until maybe mid-July. So we'll just go from there. But I'm going to give you guys a bit of an update, walk around, and just tell you guys what's been going on behind the scenes. Okay, this one right here, you only get a very, very brief sneak peek, because this is going to be a game changer of a part that we're going to have a video on soon. But it is a very, very, very exciting opportunity, and I can't wait to share with you guys, but not yet. Other very small update into the garage. I added another one of these bolt rack shelves so that I could keep all of our part stuff on deck. So this is all the hardware, gaskets, pieces for all the parts that I produce on Anderzen.co. So if you guys are interested, go check it out. I have a few orders that I got to pack up, so maybe we'll do that in today's video before we wrap up. And yeah, it's been really helpful to just keep this organized, and makes it way faster to pack up orders. So also have some new stuff that we're testing on the M113K over here. And I have a video, I totally forgot about that. I have a video of getting this cleaned up. If you can tell, it is actually like fairly fresh compared to what it used to look like. It was totally disgusting, and you'll see in the video when I release it. I haven't done the valve covers yet, which I'm gonna do. So they're kind of clean, not really, but I'll clean those up and probably spray them with an Alumablast. I think that has worked the best out of all the stuff that I've tried. So we'll do that. We've got to get them sparkling clean before that. Other cool things in the garage right now. This is actually my customer's that he sent with the car. This is a remanned Chrysler Crossfire transmission. It is basically brand new from Mopar. Has paperwork, has everything. It is literally as fresh as can be. It's still got like the anaerobic sealant that's not even dried on the outside yet. Crazy. It's just, yeah, I've never seen one this fresh. Probably is the only time I'll ever see one this fresh, but cool to see. Good unit. All right, and things out here, I feel like I haven't even driven both of these things for probably a month. The C36 needs a headliner, and that's not a reason not to drive it, but it flaps down, and when I take my son out for the car, it's like, you know, little debris is falling on him last time we drove it. So I was like, all right, let's put this on the shelf till I do the headliner, and then we'll do whatever else. It doesn't really need anything else, to be honest, but we'll do it. And sorry, but it's basically 2 update videos in a row for you guys, because I didn't realize the last video I posted is also an update video, but for a different reason. Since then, we've racked up almost 1,000 miles onto the C63 post manual swap. And just briefly, I guess we can talk about my experiences so far on this. Let me put my key in real quick and see what exactly the mileage is that we're at. Let's see here, 923 miles since the swap. So past 45,000 miles right there. And I have a few little things for it. I bought coil packs for it just because you're supposed to do them every 7 years or a certain amount of miles, 80,000 miles or something like that. But it's way past 7 years now, so we're gonna do them. There's no real reason as far as like performance right now as I'm doing them, but it's just one of the things that you're supposed to do. So I got a good deal on FCP Euro and figured might as well take the plunge and get them done. So I'll be making a video on that soon once I throw them in. And I don't think I'll do spark plugs at the same time, just because it's only 45,000 miles on them. And I believe they're iridiums for factory plug on the M156, so they should be good for a long time, like 120,000 miles. So I'll probably leave those alone, but we'll put the new coil packs in. The CLK I've driven pretty frequently. I have a bunch of videos recorded too where I did all the tint removal stuff. I don't even know what I did with them, to be honest. They're probably just sitting in a folder on my laptop, but I basically kind of did like a whole video about making it look a little more OEM plus, getting rid of the tint, getting rid of all of the like black vinyl that was around here. And then I still might play around with, you know, removing these, the little spoiler and the mirror caps, the Kevlar stuff, and at least redoing them, like the clear on them. And then I also just want to see what it looks like without them on, because it might look better, to be honest. I do want to put more like a silver wheel, or maybe like a what do you call that, like a metallic gunmetal chrome almost look on the wheels. I feel like would look good. But yeah, that's that for this thing. To really romp on it this summer, we need to do some cooling upgrades, which I've talked about so many times now. And I still need to remove the window glue tint off of the rear window, which is just a pain to get to. And then there's still a little bit left on the quarter glass over here in the front glass. So little things to take care of. And then the C55, we've got, I don't even want to talk about it, you guys. There's so much stuff that we're waiting on with that car. But one really cool project that I did do, because we knew the second baby is arriving, I just wanted to get this thing really nice and cleaned up. I don't know if I have video footage from before that I can just pop in real quick. I did record video when I was doing this, but I refreshed the leather. I refinished the leather with Clyde's leather dye, and it is like amazing. There's a little pollen in here right now, but the results before and after were like, they were basically gray. Like, it was so worn out that they were essentially gray on the bottom, and doing the dye, it makes them look like, I mean, not new, but as new as it can be for being almost 200,000 miles worth of wear. I did the same on the back seats, which the back seats were in pretty good shape, but they did have some spots, and basically everything just looks super fresh now. Just wanted to get it cleaned up, and I did a really good job at that. So I'm really impressed with that stuff. Not sponsored. I did make a video on it. I might even make a video where I try it on like a couple of different cars here that have black leather, which would be that, the C36 and CLK55, and the C55 as well. So maybe we'll check that out later in another video. And other things that happened, I don't know if my nose looks more crooked or less crooked to you guys, but in the last week of school, for those that don't know, I'm a teacher, and we had a student versus staff basketball game, which I always pride myself on because I love basketball and it's fun playing with the kids. But within like 5 minutes, randomly I was following one of the students. They made like a weird jump move and hit back of his head, hit me right in the face, broke my nose. I've broke my nose like 3 or 4 times, so I'm no stranger to it. As soon as it happened, I knew, I felt it. I cracked it back into place. Hopefully got it decently straight. I can breathe okay out of it, so I'm fine. But that took a few days because I had to like go to the hospital right after work, and yeah, a few days of like healing or whatever else. Luckily I didn't have black eyes. I broke it on a Tuesday. My daughter was born on that Saturday, so I was dreading the fact that I might have to hold her for the first time with 2 black eyes, because if you don't know, when you break your nose, a lot of times you'll get 2 black eyes. But luckily I just got a little bit of like yellowing, bruising, and I was fine after that. But definitely another memory for the memory books, and another reason why I guess within the last few weeks I just was lackluster on uploading stuff for you guys. And that's it. I don't want to waste a bunch of you guys' time by any means. I just wanted to check in. I felt like if I didn't just make a check-in video real quick, even though I know it's 2 in a row basically, I just felt like it would keep me farther away from getting back up on the mountain and trying to keep climbing from where we left off. Obviously I've lost a little bit of steam, but we'll get it back, and I appreciate you guys being patient and probably wondering what the heck is going on. So if you do want to like be involved a little more in the day-to-day stuff, follow me on Instagram. That's the easiest way. I try to post stories like every day or every other day that give you kind of clues and tidbits of what's going on behind the scenes. So people over there already know, like, you know, the baby was born and this and that. So if you're not following my Instagram and you do want to stay a little more up to date or have close tabs, it's an easier way to do so. Yeah, besides that, I am going to get churning on this manual swap. I was waiting on a few things. Obviously waiting on parts is always a part of the process, and especially for this particular project I had to wait for some things coming from overseas that I just could not find in the normal spots, and had to get, you know, really detailed with my search, and luckily got some help to get the parts over here. But yeah, fingers crossed within the next, you know, 3-4 weeks I'll be able to have a video out to you guys about what this swap is. And then once this is done, then I can really get back to what's going on with all of the cars here, and make some videos about that and keep you guys a little more up to date and in the loop more often. So that's that though. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you guys' summers are off to a wonderful start. I'm really excited about this summer. We got some good things going on, and very blessed to be able to grow our family and experience it at this time. Especially for me being a teacher, I'm off, so I really get to be there for all of this early development of our daughter, and get to see May, spend time with her. And he's been an amazing big brother so far, and I know he will be forever. So I love you, to my wife, to my son, to my daughter. You guys are the reason I do so many things, and they're the most important things in my life. So yeah, I just hope this video clears up why I've been a little bit MIA, and we'll do a little bit better job of not being so MIA as we move forward from here. So I will catch you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.
Anderzen.